students, how are you? I hope all are good. Today, let me start SST chapter number 11, the nationalist movement, Rashtravadi Andolan. As we have read earlier, जैसा कि हमने पहले पढ़ा है, the consolidation of British power had several consequences for India: economic repression, political subjugation, and racial humiliation were the main characteristics of colonial exploitation. The revolt of 1857 was brutally suppressed by the British, but the repressive measures further widened the gulf between the British and the Indians. अब आप सबको जैसा आप सब जानते हैं कि ब्रिटिश सरकार ने जो है कितना हम इंडियंस पे अत्याचार किया था, सभी चीज़ों को लेके हमारी जो फाइनेंस कंडीशन है उसको बर्बाद कर दिया, कि अपना जो है अपनी चीज़ें, अपने प्रोडक्ट, अपने गुड्स यहाँ पे शुरू कर दिए, तो हमारी जो इंडिया है वो गरीबी की रेखा पर चली गई। ठीक है ना, तो इतना मतलब बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक्सप्लॉयटेशन, बहुत ही शोषण किया हर तरीके से। अब हुआ क्या, जो 1857 का जो विद्रोह हुआ था उसके बाद ये लोग तिलमिला गए, जो ब्रिटिश सरकार है वो तिलमिला गई और बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब इंडियंस के खिलाफ ये चीज़ें करने लगी। अब इसने क्या नया रूप लिया, आइए हम देखते हैं। पीजेंट रिवोल्ट्स आफ्टर 1857, frequent families further aggravated the economic hardship caused by the oppression by landlords, moneylenders, and British officials, culminated in a series of revolts against the tyranny of British rule. The conditions on the British-run indigo plantation resulted in indigo revolts in Champaran between 1866 and 1868, Jessore in 1880, and in Darbhanga between 1889 and 1890. The situation was no better in the tea garden. The Wahhabi movement stretched from 1822 to 1817 with Patna as its main center. The Kuka rebellion, यानी कि कुका जो विद्रोही हैं, took place when a section of the Sikhs led by Guruji Ram Singh rose in revolt was brutally suppressed in 1872. Around 59 Kuka rebels were tied to the mouth of the cannons and blown to pieces by the British. So, tribal revolts, tribal विद्रोह कैसे हुआ? The tribals too revolted against the British for being deprived of their age-old privileges in connection with the use of forest resources. In fact, tribals considered forest as their private preserves and deeply resented the measures adopted by the British to curtail these privileges. The British enacted forest law and regulations to serve their own purpose, but deprived the tribals of their livelihood. Not only that, they were further exploited and cheated by the British officials, police, and moneylenders. This left the tribals with no option but to confront the British. The Munda, बिरसा मुंडा थे, ठीक है ना, वो आए अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ। इन्होंने छोटा नागपुर एरिया and continue up to 1885. The second revolt took place in 1889. Was suppressed in 1900. The tribes of Assam, Manipur, Odisha, and Chota Nagpur also revolt frequently. In 1889, Vasudev Balwant Phadke organized the peasants and tribals and started an armed revolt against the British. All these revolts were spontaneous, localized, and short-lived. They were only reaction to immediate circumstances and not generated by an understanding of the real cause of their miseries. Economic subordination of the Indian economy to the British one, it took them many decades to understand this fact. But when they understood it, unleashed a hive of nationalism that gradually wore down to the British government. The nationalist movement from 1870 to 1940. Background. The economic and industrial policies of the British indirectly unified the people of different parts of the country. This was supported by development of modern transport and communication systems. The spread of modern education proved to be a blessing in disguise. Exposure to modern and humanist ideas made people more conscious of their rights. They were impressed by the ideas of freedom and equality, popularized by the American and French revolutions. The educated Indian middle class took on the responsibility of spreading nationalistic ideas all over. The English language acted as a unifying factor because people from different parts of India speaking different languages could now communicate with one another through a common medium. Educated Indians acquired a democratic and nationalistic look. Okay, the contemporary Indian literature and press created an ideal atmosphere for nurturing the feeling of nationalism. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee's Anand Math and its song Vande Mataram infused the spirit of nationalism among Indians. The novels of Munshi Premchand highlighted the poverty of Indian villages because of birth British policies. The scholarly work of R.C. Dutt, Dadabhai Naoroji and M.G. Ranade exposed how the British policies benefited Britain by draining out the wealth of India. The press played an important role in spreading the ideas of Indian intellectuals and social reformers among the people. Most social reformers were associated with newspaper and journals. The Vernacular Press Act of 1878 imposed restrictions on vernacular newspaper. By 1875, there were nearly 400 newspapers, including the Amrit Bazar Patrika and Hindu Patriot of Bengal, the Hindu and Sudesh Mitra of Madras, the Bombay Samachar and Kesari of Bombay, the Azad and Hindustan in UP, the Herald of Bihar and the Tribune of Lahore. तो ये जो न्यूज़पेपर्स थे इनके थ्रू ये रिवोल्ट की वो जो है न्यूज़ सभी देशवासियों पर पहुंची. The 19th century also witnessed a cultural awakening. Social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Swami Dayanand Saraswati worked tirelessly for social reforms. They revived interest in the timeless wisdom embedded in India's ancient literature while encouraging rational interpretation of religious scriptures. Mrs. Annie Besant aroused the conscience of the Indians and enlightened them about their great civilization through the Theosophical Society. Okay, so causes for the national movement. अब इसके क्या क्या नुकसान हुए? Apart from the aforementioned reasons, racial discrimination was a major factor. अब क्या हुआ ना, उस आंदोलन के बाद discrimination शुरू हुआ. Educated Indian youth. Racial discrimination shadowed every aspect of interaction between the British and the Indians. Social level, Indians were prohibited from using parks. अब क्या कर दिया इस आंदोलन के बाद कि जो इंडियन है वो पार्क यूज नहीं कर सकते, रेस्टोरेंट में नहीं जा सकते, लाइब्रेरीज हॉस्पिटल में नहीं जा सकते, रेलवे कोचेज जो फर्स्ट क्लास एसी है वो यूज नहीं कर सकते इंडियन. हाईली क्वालिफाइड इंडियंस वर ह्यूमिलेटेड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सुरेंद्रनाथ बनर्जी was dismissed from the ICS on flimsy grounds. Why? The real reason for such injustices was the British administrators could not tolerate an intelligent and outspoken Indian. अब उनको जो ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा हाई क्वालिफाइड थे सुरेंद्रनाथ बनर्जी, तो उनके सामने अब क्वालिफाइड है तो बंदा बात तो करेगा, तो अंग्रेजों के सामने वो तर्क वितर्क करते थे, तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उनको डिसमिस कर दिया उनकी पोस्ट से क्योंकि वो बहुत अच्छे से बोलते थे. On the political front, though some Indians were inducted into the legislative councils, they were not given any powers. At the economic level also, there was a deliberate policy to cripple the economic progress of India. This aroused hostility against the British. It became intense under the Viceroy, Lord Lytton, who involved India in the Second Afghan War, which resulted in the loss of numerous lives. To make matters worse, when India was recovering from the severe famine, Lord Lytton organized a grand darbar to announce Queen Victoria the Empress of India. The Vernacular Act was passed in 1878 that banned the freedom of expression. The Arms Act of 1878 forbade Indians from possessing arms. The tariff on Indian cotton goods was raised to support the British industries in Lancashire. All these acts widened the rift between the British and the Indians and accelerated the coming of the freedom movement. Formation of political organization. The intellectuals of India forming political association to raise their voices against the British policies. In 1870, M.G. Ranade, Chiplumkar and Gopal Krishna Gokhale formed the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha to focus attention on the social, economic and political conditions. उन्होंने एक सार्वजनिक सभा रखी इन मुद्दों को लेके, कुछ अपनी आर्थिक स्थिति को लेके, कुछ राजनीतिक कंडीशंस को लेके, और क्रिएट अवेयरनेस, लोगों को जागरूक बनाया. ठीक है, ड्रॉ द अटेंशन ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट टू देयर कॉजेज. Surendranath Banerjee led a protest against the government regulation of 1877, which lowered the age to appear in ICS examination, making it almost impossible for Indians to clear this exam. The Madras Mahajan Sabha was founded in 1884 with the Bombay Presidency Association following suit in 1880. In 1883, Alan Octavian Hume, a retired British official interested in the welfare of India, moved ahead to form an association. He proposed that the organization would work to the moral, material and political progress of India, and extended an open invitation to all to join the venture. Some prominent Indians such as Dadabhai Naoroji, Firoz Shah Mehta and Badruddin Taib ji formed the Indian National Union to the same lines in 1884, which later merged with the association of A.O. Hume. Thus, the Indian National Congress was launched in 1885 in a determined and organized manner. The first Indian National Congress was presided by W.C. Banerjee in the early years. The main aims of the Congress were to bring together the leaders from all parts of the country to discuss problems related to India and to form an action plan to get concessions from the Congress. The Congress members were moderate in these objectives and methods. They believed in constitutional methods and in methods of persuasion. They regularly sent position and resolution to the government seeking their demands. When several demands of the Congress were accepted, its popularity and membership increased. Some of these demands were improvement in agriculture and condition of the peasantry selection of Indians. Okay, for high administrative posts, holding the civil services examination in India, reduction in taxes and spread of education. The British were famously inclined towards the Congress during the early years. Some British officials even attended Congress session and participated in discussion. But as its membership increased and the form of demands converted from prayers and appeals to open criticism of its policies, the British government became very hostile. By now, several young leaders emerged who had no faith in the British government. They felt that active opposition to British rule was the need of the hour. The economic distress of the people, growing severity of famines, and the hostile attitude of the government started a new phase in India's struggle for freedom. Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee celebrations, instead of undertaking emergency relief measures, further aggravated the situation. The important moderate leaders were W.C. Banerjee, Dadabhai Naoroji, Badruddin Taib ji, Firoz Shah Mehta and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. The feeling of extreme nationalism found its resonance in the writing and thought of radical intellectuals. Dadabhai Naoroji raised his voice against economic exploitation. है ना, जो हमारा आर्थिक शोषण हो रहा था उसको लेके उन्होंने आवाज उठानी शुरू की. फेमस ड्रेन ऑफ वेल्थ थ्योरी. Moderates were against foreign investment in railways and plantations, as this would further strengthen British hold on the Indian economy and lead to further decline of the traditional handicraft industry. Thus, these leaders popularized the idea of Swadeshi, the extremist phase. The moderate phase was soon overshadowed by radical nationalism, more commonly known as extremist phase. It was led by Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal, popularly known as Lal, Bal and Pal. The failure of the British government to accept any of the important demands of the moderates produced delusionment among the politically conscientious people. Thus, the split of Congress at Surat session in 1907 led to the establishment of extremist phase. These leaders argued that the aim of the Congress should be the attainment of Swaraj through all possible methods. Bal Gangadhar Tilak raised the famous slogan, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. क्योंकि स्वराज ही हमारा जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है. They earned him the title Lokmanya and he became a national hero. Partition of Bengal. One of the most significant events which gave a new turn to the national movement was the partition of Bengal. यानी कि बंगाल का partition होना, उसका अलग होना. Lord Curzon divided the province of Bengal into two parts: East Bengal, now Bangladesh, and West Bengal. He held that Bengal was a big province too large to be administered efficiently as a single province. The real reason for the partition, however, was different. The nation movement in Bengal was very strong. The partition was a deliberate attempt to weaken it by sowing seeds of disunity between Hindus and Muslims. The people of Bengal reacted sharply to the partition of Bengal. Anti-partition movement was organized by the national leaders at Calcutta in August 1905. The partition of Bengal gave rise to two new methods of struggle, Swadeshi and boycott. Bal Pal Lal. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was the most important leader. According to him, no amount of legislation could eradicate social evils, but freedom from foreign rule would remove the evils automatically. Bipin Chandra Pal was an active worker of the Brahmo Samaj. He was associated by journals like New India, Vande Mataram and Anand Bazar Patrika. He believed in complete independence. Lala Lajpat Rai was a lawyer, a prolific writer and an active member of the Arya Samaj. He explained the difference between being for conscience and asserting one's rights. Swadeshi and boycott movement. Swadeshi and boycott movements were two sides of the same coin intended as an economic challenge to British rule. Swadeshi means of own one own country, यानी कि स्वदेशी मूवमेंट का मतलब है जो अपने देश में चीजें हैं उनको यूज करो, उनका इस्तेमाल करो, जो ब्रिटिश अंग्रेजों के द्वारा चीजें उनका बॉयकॉट करो. इट वाज एम टू पॉपुलराइजिंग गुड्स मैन्युफैक्चर्ड इन इंडिया सो दैट इंडियन इंडस्ट्रीज could prosper. Donations were collected to set up industries of textile, soaps, matches, oil, potteries and tanneries. Jamshedji Tata established his iron and steel industry in Jamshedpur with the help of Swadeshi contributions in 1907. Swadeshi mostly stressed on using only native goods and boycotting foreign goods. Boycott was based on the philosophy of passive resistance. It involved withdrawing all cooperation to the government by boycotting everything British. The Congress extended its support to the movement, its Banaras session in 1905 and then in its Calcutta session in 1906, the British exploited the situation to the hilt. The rigor of terror was unleashed on the extremists, leading to their arrest, imprisonment and deportation. In 1907, Lala Lajpat Rai was arrested for instigating demonstrations in Punjab, followed by Tilak's deportation in 1908 to Burma. To pacify moderate leaders, the British offered few constitutional reforms. The Indian Consensus Act was passed in 1909, popularly known as the Morley-Minto reforms. It increased the number of elected members in the Legislative Council. These members were elected indirectly and their powers remained advisory. Also, the system of separate electorate was introduced. The Muslims were grouped into separate constitutions from where only Muslim candidates could contest elections. Revolutionary trend and the Ghadar movement. The shift from extremism and radical nationalism to revolutionary trend was very logical. The British policies had led to rampant unemployment, which had created widespread resentment among educated youth and other sections of Indian society. A series of revolutionary acts created panic among the British. Khudiram Bose, who along with Prafulla Chakki and had planned to kill Mr. Montfort, an unpopular judge of Muzaffarpur. He was arrested and hanged. Different secret societies were established. These included Yugantar by Bhupendranath Datta and Abhinav Bharat by V.D. Savarkar. Some revolutionaries were also active abroad, especially in Europe and America. In 1905, Shyamji Krishna Varma set up the India House in London. His paper Indian Sociology became a mouthpiece of revolutionaries. V.D. Savarkar also joined in 1907. In 1913, the Indian emigrant organized a party called the Hindustan Gadar Party in the USA. It aimed to work the liberation of India, their motherland. It believed that Indians could achieve freedom only by a national revolution in India. Its prominent members were Sohan Sangh, Bhakna Lala, Lala Hardayal, Kashiram, Karim Baksh and Ajit Singh. The Gadar revolutionaries urged the Indians living abroad to come back to India to help the revolutionaries overthrow the British government. In 1911, the British shifted the capital of India from Calcutta to Delhi. This way formally inaugurated at a darbar by Viceroy Harding, who entered Delhi ceremoniously on an elephant. A bomb was hurled at them near Chandni Chowk, killing the man next to him and injured many spectators. The plot was masterminded by Ras Bihari Bose. Several accused were deported and Master Amir Chand Awadh Behari and Bal Mukund were arrested and hanged in Delhi jail, where Maulana Azad Medical College is cited today. अब जो है कलकत्ता को छोड़ के ना जो ब्रिटिश सरकार थी वो दिल्ली को अपनी राजधानी बनाना चाहता था, तो कौन था वो? बाय वॉयसराय हार्डिंग। वो हाथी पे चढ़ के आ रहा था दिल्ली, तो चांदनी चौक पे क्या किया उन्होंने? कौन थे? राकेश बहरी बोस ने एक बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट कर दिया, कुछ लोगों का भी नुकसान हुआ, वो भी इंजर्ड हुआ। ठीक है, तो इन्होंने क्या किया? अमीर चंद, अवध बिहारी, बाल मुकुंद, इनको अरेस्ट करके फांसी की सजा दे दी। तो वो दिल्ली जेल में जहाँ पे अब मौलाना आजाद मेडिकल कॉलेज साइटेड टुडे, जो आज वहाँ पे मेडिकल कॉलेज बना हुआ है। कम्युनिस्ट फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मुस्लिम लीग। आफ्टर द रिवोल्ट ऑफ 1857 ब्रिटिश अडॉप्टेड द पॉलिसी ऑफ डिवाइड एंड रूल। अब उस विद्रोह से ये इतना तिलमिला गए कि इन्होंने फिर जो है एक पॉलिसी अपनाई, डिवाइड एंड रूल, यानी कि इंडियंस में आपस में फूट डालो और राज करो। द पार्टीशन ऑफ बंगाल वाज द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ दिस पॉलिसी, और इसी पॉलिसी का जो रिफ्लेक्शन है वो बंगाल पे पड़ रहा है। क्या हुआ? हमारे भारत से बंगाल को अलग कर दिया गया। ठीक है, सम ऑफ द मुस्लिम बिकेम सस्पिशियस ऑफ द हिंदूज ड्यू टू सर्टेन एक्शंस ऑफ सम मेनस्ट्रीम लीडर्स। फॉर एग्जांपल, तिलक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मास सेलिब्रेशंस at festival like Ganesh Chaturthi to demonstrate unity and patriotism. So the British encouraged separatist tendencies among the breakaway section of Muslim led by Nawab Salimullah of Decca. They were also encouraged to start a separate organization for Muslims, with the Congress being described as a party of Hindus by the British. In 1906, Aga Khan and Nawab Salimullah Khan formed the All India Muslim League, duly supported by Viceroy Minto. The objectives of this organization were to safeguard the political and other rights of the Indian Muslim. National movement during the First World War. राष्ट्रीय आंदोलन पहले विश्व युद्ध के दौरान. When the First World War broke out, India being a British colony was automatically drawn into the war. Indian troops were sent overseas to fight from the British side. The Congress supported the war effort, believing that the British would reciprocate by fulfilling its demand of self-rule. Meanwhile, frustration was rising among the people due to scarcity of goods and rising prices because of the war. अब जो इंडियन है वो एजुकेटेड होगा तो वो समझेगा भी चीज़ों को, है ना, क्या सही है क्या गलत है। और जो बिजनेस है, जो वहाँ पे काम चल रहा है, जो अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी है उसको भी देखेगा। तो ये उनके लिए बड़े खतरे की बात थी ब्रिटिश सरकार के लिए। होम रूल लीग्स टू रिसीव द स्पिरिट ऑफ द पीपल, तिलक established the Home Rule League in 1916 to attain self-government, at the same time inspired by the Irish Home Rule movement. Annie Besant launched a similar Home Rule League in India and started the General News India to spread the message of freedom among the Indians. The home rule movement soon spread to different parts of the country. The government reacted sharply and Annie Besant was confined along with her two colleagues. This outraged the people and they protested against the repression. Finally, the government was forced to release her. Emergence of Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, born on 2nd October 1869 at Porbandar, Gujarat, received his early education in India. He then went to England to study law. After becoming a barrister, he went to South Africa to practice law. There is witnessed intense racial discrimination. In a bizarre incident, he was thrown out of first class compartment. उनको जो है इंडियन कह के और काला गोरा का वो भेद बता के उनको फर्स्ट क्लास एसी डब्बे से निकाल दिया गया बाहर. Because colored people could not travel in them as they were reserved for the whites. White मतलब गोरों के लिए, अंग्रेजों के लिए. He decided to launch a struggle against such discrimination and evolve the ideology of Satyagraha or non-violent struggle against oppression. It was based on truth or satya and non-violence or ahimsa. He returned to India in 1915 and attended the Congress session of 1915 at Bombay and in 1916 at Lucknow. He encouraged the idea of cottage industries based on khadi as a means of achieving self-reliance. He also came to know about the miserable conditions of the peasants working in indigo plantations at Champaran and launched a satyagraha for them. People supported this cause and forced the authorities to appoint a committee to look into the grievance of the peasants. In another satyagraha movement at Ahmedabad, he brought about an agreement between mill owners and workers. This impressed the young nationalist leaders like Rajendra Prasad, Vallabhbhai Patel, J.B. Kripalani, Shri Mazharul Haq, and they joined him. Gandhiji, firmness in his devotion to truth, won him many followers, and by 1990 he became the most popular leader of the nationalist movement. Rowlatt Act. While the political situation in India was undergoing a circular change, crucial change, so the British government appointed a commission under Justice Sidney Rowlatt to investigate the nature of Revolutionary Act and to recommend the methods for handling them. In March 1919, the government passed the Rowlatt Act. Under it, the government could arrest anyone without a warrant and imprison him without a trial. It aroused public anger and led to mass demonstration when leaders resigned from the legislative councilling. Among them were Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Madan Mohan मालविया. अब इन्होंने ये रॉलेट एक्ट जो था ये था बिना वारंट जारी किए किसी को भी गिरफ्तार कर लेना और फिर इसको 2-3 महीने के लिए जेल में डाल देना. और ये उसने किया किसके साथ? उन्होंने मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना और मदन मोहन मालविया को उसमें डाल दिया जेल में. गांधी जी स्टार्टेड ए सत्याग्रह कैंपिंग अगेंस्ट द रिप्रेसिव एक्ट. अ कंट्री वाइड प्रोटेस्ट वाज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड ऑन 6 अप्रैल 1919 which was observed as the National Humiliation Day. The people supported Gandhi ji and the first half of April witnessed strikes and demonstrations throughout the country. जलियांवाला बाग मैस्केयर. अब ये जलियांवाला बाग हत्याकांड क्या था? The demonstration against the Rowlatt Act witnessed violence at some places. In one such incident, 2 Congress leaders, Dr. Saifuddin Kishlaw and Dr. Satyapal, were arrested by the government in Amritsar. Also, the government issued prohibitory orders against meeting at public places. The next day, on 13th April 1919, unaware of the order, people gathered at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar to protest. Which protest? Against the arrest of the Congress leader. कि इन्हें ऐसे कैसे रौलट मतलब बिना वारंट दिए कैसे अरेस्ट कर लिया, इनकी गलती क्या है? जनरल डायर ने उसमें पार्क में एंटर किया और जो मेन दरवाजा था उसको बंद कर दिया और अपने जो उनके सैनिक थे उनको ऑर्डर दिया कि फायर, और उसमें कम से कम 1000 लोग मारे गए जलियांवाला बाग हत्याकांड में. ठीक है ना. अब इसी पैराग्राफ में ना ये पूरा मैं आपको समझा रही हूँ. तो जलियांवाला बाग हत्याकांड में क्या हुआ? 1000 के करीब लोग मारे गए थे और 2000 जो है इंजर्ड हुए थे. कुछ दीवारों पे चढ़ के भाग रहे थे, कूद रहे थे. तो ये था एक तरह से उन्होंने जो है धोखा दिया था और इसमें कहीं ना कहीं कुछ इंडियंस मिले हुए थे जो साफ तरीके से इसमें नहीं बताया गया है. ठीक है. द Ottoman Empire Turkey was defeated in the First World War To mark their victory, the British imposed humiliating terms on Turkey, and the Allies divided the empire of Turkey among themselves. It abolished the title Caliph, the spiritual head of the Sultan. This infuriated the Muslims, since the Sultan of Turkey was also the Caliph of Khalifa and was the head of the Muslim throughout the world. So thus relations between the British and the Muslims began to soar. Two brothers, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, along with Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, organized Khilafat movement in India in 1990. It was aimed at building political unity among Muslims and using their influence to save the caliphate from disintegration. The Congress leaders used this opportunity to strengthen and promote Hindu-Muslim unity. Gandhiji sympathized with the cause, and along with the Khilafat leaders, he traveled all over the country, appealing people to observe 17th October 1919 as Khilafat Day. The Muslim League gave full support to the Congress. On the political front, there were widespread demonstrations and strikes on the country. The Khilafat movement cleared the air of suspicion between the Muslim and the Indian National Congress. Non-cooperation movement यानी कि असहयोग आंदोलन 1922-22. The British government remained rigid and uncompromising. They did not withdraw the Rowlatt Act. Angered by the British attitude, the Congress, under the leadership of Gandhiji, decided to launch a nationwide satyagraha in protest against the incidents in Punjab and Turkey. On 1st August 1920, Gandhiji started the non-cooperation movement, challenging the government. The Congress adopted the famous resolution of non-cooperation in Calcutta session of 1920. It had two kinds of objectives. Okay, so constructive and destructive. In the first place, Gandhiji launched a constructive program by popularizing khadi or hand-woven clothes to attain self-reliance. The charkha became the symbol of Swadeshi. Secondly, the destructive aspect of the movement included boycott of British goods, legislatures, law, courts, banks, offices and educational institutions. जो ब्रिटिश सरकार की बनाई हुई चीजें थी, सब में जो है विद्रोह कर दिया गया कि हम इनमें नहीं जाएंगे. तो इससे क्या हुआ? ब्रिटिश सरकार को नुकसान हुआ. A mass movement began and bonfire of foreign goods became a common sight. As the boycott movement spread, people began wearing only Indian dress. कि गांधी जी फोर्स करते थे कि भारत का जो परिधान है उसको ही प्रेफर करो, अंग्रेजों को बॉयकॉट करो. Hence, production of Indian textile mills and handlooms increased. Students and teachers also boycotted government schools and colleges. Now, educational institutions like the Kashi Vidyapeeth, Bihar Vidyapeeth, Bengal National University, National College of Lahore and National Muslim University of Aligarh were established by the Congress.